Now another thing I've decided to do is remove this light fixture so I can paint around it, because it's up on the ceiling. The paint roller could splatter. You may not think it's going to splatter, but it drops tiny little droplets, and I don't want to get them on the different heads, and I have to cut around that. Then when I'm doing the roller, I have to stop and go all the way around it. Then I have to cut it in with the paintbrush. I don't want to have to do all that. Okay, so I think I'm going to go the extra mile and disconnect this. I'm going to turn the light switch off all the way, and I'm hoping I can get up there from standing up here. Ugh. See, it's just this middle screw. Ah. Of course it's giving me fits. To try to undo it, I've got to grab a pair of pliers. I thought I could just do that. Now I'm going to have to find my pliers. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Even if I wasn't making a video of this, I would still remove this light fixture. Okay? And I'm thinking it's going to be easy enough. Okay? Now this whole thing should drop down like that. And there's a couple wire nuts here. And look at that. Now I've got to get my Phillips screwdriver out. Good grief. Because it's underneath that. It's underneath that ground screw, silly rabbit. And that's what I get for not wearing my nail bag. Every time I stop wearing it, think, oh, I just need this, I just need that, and I've got stuff all over this place. And I'm always looking for stuff because I don't have my nail bag on with all my stuff. Okay, and I'm just going to take that off. Boy, they didn't even really have this wrapped on there very well at all. I'm gonna have to redo that a different way next time. And you see, they've done it a couple different times. There's wire nuts, and I know there's only two wires up here. See, a black and a white wire. So if I have the light switch off, I should be fine. Now, if I had an extra set of wires up here, that could mean they ran the power to the light fixture and then went down to the light switch. If that's the case, if you just turn the light switch off, nothing's, you know, it's still going to be hot up there. I don't generally run into that. Okay, there. Got that out of my way. It's all these things that prolong your project for sure when you get ready to paint. You know what I mean? And so I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up like that. Make sure my wires aren't touching anything in case somebody comes by and turns the light switch on, or I can take the wire nuts, put them back on here. Okay, I can do that. Be safe rather than sorry, right? Now, can you see how much easier it's going to be for me to paint that? It'll be way easier because I don't have to cut in around anything, and I just run my paint roller right up through there and all that. And see, here's the other thing. If they were to ever replace that light fixture, let's say they found another one, they really liked it, chances are, did you see how big that base was? You can see where the mark was, okay? Now, what happens if the next base is smaller, right in here, and I left that up there? Well, guess what? When they take the old one down, put the new one up, now they have to repaint around there to blend it in, and if you don't have the paint, now you're in a world of hurt, right? So, another reason to take that light fixture down. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you for now. I'm getting ready to get in my paint. I gotta set my drop cloths up, and I want to show you that because it's really not a drop cloth per se. When I get ready for that, I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, the light's not the greatest in here. You're just gonna have to bear with me. I wanted to. I have a reason to show you this next bit. Okay. Have you ever seen one of these? You're gonna use this, and I happen to find this in the closet, and I'm gonna take that, and it comes with a sliding extension on there in case you need to get up higher. Okay. And when I get cobwebs down, I just take this up here and twizzle it. Just turn it, just spin it. That's all. Don't go up and down and back and forth if you don't have to. Okay, but I was thinking, like when I get ready to paint this this hallway, I always have trouble with hallways because what I really need to do is get an extension pole, you know, one of those little short ones for hallways, because this is just a broom handle. If you can see, there's no way I can go from the top down to the bottom without hitting the wall. Now right here, I can go from top to bottom right here because there's a door opening. Then I can kind of do a little bit over there, come over here and do that. But this last section, I'm having that issue again. In fact, this wall kind of goes at an angle, I can see. So I've got enough room here, but let's see, where was it? It was right in here. See, I'm getting shorter. It gets shorter and shorter. So this section of hallway from here that way on both sides, I have to do the roller up, down to about here. Then I have to go from the bottom up to here. Then I have to blend that in because I like to go from top to bottom when I get all done. I can't do that with that. But I thought, hey, since I've got this, I think I can use this little thing. And if I don't have an extension rod, you know, one of those small ones, if you got something like this, you could use it here. Because can you see, if I'm up here, I can go all the way down, all the way up in one go, blending in the paint from vertical piece to vertical piece. You see what I mean? And with the regular painter's extension pole or a broom handle, you can't do that. Now you could take a broom handle, I guess, a crummy one if you have a crummy one, cut it down to length so it's short enough, and then you can use that one in all your hallways. But trust me, if you don't have the right handle, then it makes it really difficult. Then you can get your stop and start, because you're not blending in the paint. Okay, it's kind of important. You try to go from the top to the bottom. Now, you know, if I didn't have this thing here, and if I didn't want to go halfway down and then from the bottom up, I could take the frame off. But then, see, I can't reach. I'm not tall enough. Then I have to get on my step ladder, step up, and then step back down, step up, back down. you know, it's way easier if you get an extension rod that's small enough for your hallway. It's got to be enough so that you got enough room for your paint frame on here too. And I believe this one is going to work just fine. Okay, so before I do that, I'm gonna go around and just check for cobwebs up in the corners with my little Twizzler. Okay.